Hi everybody, Thursday challenge again today. So on Tuesday we did Goddess Pose, and this one's very similar. This one's called Malasana, which is translated as Garland Pose. It's another standing balance on 2 feet. It looks really quite easy, but a lot of people find it quite a challenge when you try it out. So we're going to try it visually again, and then I'll give you the instructions, hopefully help you out with a few tips and modifications. And then if you're up for it, you can give yourself another challenge today again and put your timer on your clock. So let's get going. Malasana, Garland Pose. Okay, so we're starting here in Tadasana, or standing mountain pose, and first time around, just follow me visually. And that's it. Now to get out of it. So from Tadasana, find your strong body first of all, root through your feet and find that strength in your legs and connect through your legs, through your abdomen, through your core, across your shoulders and across your collarbones. Okay, so then we're going to step our feet out a little bit wider than hip distance, and then we're going to turn our heels in like we did in Goddess so that our feet are pointing out the way. And then you can pop your hands together at heart centre, or you can put them on your waist if you feel a little bit steadier doing this to start with. And then we're going to simply sink down. We're tracking our knees again over our ankles here, very like Goddess, but we're coming right down with our tailbone. Whoops, a little bit of wobble there for me. And our tailbone sinking down and tucking forward and up. Okay, so pop your hands together in prayer. If you're really wobbly here, we'll go into that in a minute, but you can just pop your hands to the floor for the moment. And then we're going to take the soft part of our upper arm here and place it against the soft part of our inner thighs. And then push the knees towards your arms and your arms out, using your palms maybe to press into and get that rebound between your thighs and your upper arms. And then we're going to think moving our heart forward and drawing that space between our shoulder blades together and sliding them down our back. Tuck the chin, draw the crown up, the back of the skull reaching up, draw the tummy in, tuck that tailbone down a little bit more, and just notice how little you're using your feet probably here. And then we just hold in a nice, strong, steady, stable position. The top half of us is nice and light, and the bottom half is the stability, the strength. So a few tips here would be, if you're finding this a little bit hard to balance, if you take a book, or I use the yoga blocks here, you pop them behind you and then place your heels up on them. And that just makes it a lot easier than putting your feet flat to the floor to start with. So try that, try lifting your heels. See if that makes it easier to balance and find the strength in your upper body to straighten a little bit more. And another tip would be, I can use the sofa here, but if you have a wall nearby, you don't want your heels right up against the wall obviously, no room for you then. Slide down, find that wall, and then use that just as a little bit of support until you get used to the balance here. You want to try and make sure your feet are still splayed out. You're still getting that rebound between the upper arms and the thighs, the inner thighs. You should be feeling a real long stretch in your inner thighs here. Real strength in your back body to lift you up. But if you've got something behind you, it just makes you feel a little bit more supported and you keep your balance a bit longer. And then what you would do, just gradually move away from the wall. But knowing it's there is sometimes just enough to help you keep your balance. Okay? And then to come out of it, as I say, pop your hands to the floor, roll your tailbone up behind you. You can roll your head down as well and come into a bit of a forward fold there. At this point, you can step your feet back together, hip width apart, bend your knees, sweep your arms up above your head, bring them down to heart center, open up your arms and your back into Tadasana. So we would normally hold that pose for maybe 2 to 3 minutes in a longer session. So if you want to just practice putting the timer on again, like in Goddess, give yourself a challenge at home. And try using those little tips just to try and elongate and find a little bit more stability in the bottom half. Okay, so Garland Pose, Malasana. Well done everybody again. Namaste.